yeah, that's my answer.
So, sorry, Daniel, but for the fib, the same thing, or we can use wicks with the fib?
The fib is always the VIX. So the fib is always the VIX, like that. Like that. So it's always the VIX.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, no problem. The reason behind using the fibs on the VIX is many times, you know, I mean, if you would be using the body, instead of the VIX, you should be using your stop loss at the VIX. So your stop loss, so that's the only thing. But you know, personally, I'm using it from the VIX, the fib, but the Asia range, that's something I use from the bodies, because this is a market data that could be inaccurate because of the particular time of the day. So if you've been trading for a while, you also know that the spread in the Asia range, it expands. The spread is much larger in the Asia range, and therefore this type of VIX in the market won't be accurate. So if yeah, I have a question. Do you use time frames? Like, no, I'm actually, all right, Paolo, I'm actually not using any of those. These are the only time frames I'm using. So this is the free version of TradingView. I'm not even using the paid version of TradingView. So I don't need any fancy stuff. These are the time frames I'm using. Every time frame that's seen in your MetaTrader, those are the time frames you should be using. The 3-minute, I'm not even really using that, so I could take this off. These are the actual time frames I'm using. The reason behind not using time frames like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or 4 minutes, and these type of things, because those are not the time frames that actual interbank traders look at. So these particular time frames are here for a reason. Everybody been using these type of time frames for many years, for decades, and this new type of trend of TradingView letting you look at costume time frames, many times they will be inaccurate. Now, sometimes they might be looking nice for your eyes, but they are not accurate. I can tell you that. So always use the time frames that actually are set to differ. So these type of time frames, even the seconds, I'm not using that. The reason why I'm not using seconds time frame, for me,